Yo, what's up, guys? Teacher Paul here, and today we are learning about baseball. This is a video from a channel called Jackson Kruger Sports, and the name of the video is The Most Insane World Series Game 7 You'll Ever See. Now, this has 1.3 million views, and I wanted to check it out because it looks absolutely like a banger of a video. Los Angeles Dodgers versus Toronto Blue Jays. Okay, before we go into it, let me just say one thing. My previous MLB video, the loudest crowd reactions of all time, got blocked on YouTube due to copyright. But you can check it out on Patreon for free. Absolutely free access. Just go over there. I think you need to follow me and press play. Yo, what's up, guys? Teacher Paul here, and today we're reacting to MLB, Major League Baseball.
Me.
These are the loudest crowd. So you'll be able to watch that free of charge. It's not behind a paywall. And yeah, but if you do want to watch movies, series, shows, then yeah, that's for members. It's up to you. Let's go. MLB.
Okay, we just saw one of the most insane endings to a sporting event you will ever see. Let's pause right here to set the stage. You see that the Blue Jays are 2 outs away from winning the World Series. It is the 9th inning. They're up a run. If they can, get a strike out here, then it's Shohei Ohtani on deck, who, you have to worry about. And I actually think the impact of Shohei Ohtani being on deck really played a role in this pitch because, hey, you don't want to walk the number 9 hitter Rojas to just let Shohei Ohtani, go up potentially to take the lead if he can drive one. So Hoffman's going to give Rojas a pitch to hit and instantly regret it. Reminds you of the Rajai Davis home run from a few years back, right? Kind of similar swing, both to left field, although famously, in that game, the Indians-Cubs game, the Cubs came back to win ultimately. And heading into the bottom of the 9th inning, it looked like that was what was going to happen. Kirk got hit with a pitch right there, bases loaded.
Did that hit his elbow? Dang. You know what? These must hurt a lot. Somebody in the comments said you need to watch the best nut shots. What? Do people get hit in the groin with a ball that goes 96 miles an hour? No babies for them if that happens. They need protection, right?
It looked like that was what was going to happen. Kirk got hit with a pitch right there, bases loaded.
That's insane to think about.
Just one away, a fly ball will win it for the Blue Jays. And it's worth talking about now, as I've paused it once again. The guy who is currently pitching, Yamamoto, he was the game 6 starter. He threw 96 pitches just yesterday. He's coming back on, trying to see if he can help, just keep the season alive, send things to extras. You see, he gets a ground ball. You got to try and make a play at the plate. Defender falling as he's throwing, but gets it just there. Although on replay, it was actually a little bit more, up in the air whether or not this was, the correct call or not. You see, catcher Will Smith, his foot comes off the plate for a moment. So
his name is Will Smith?
Call or not. You see, catcher Will Smith, his foot comes off the plate for a moment. So if the runner touches the plate before Smith gets his foot back on the plate, then that could be the biggest error in sports history, right? Ending the World Series on something like that. And how crazy would that be? A season-ending, call overturned. I think this angle's the best one. It's just so close. But I do think right here, it looks like a runner has not yet touched the plate. Smith does get his foot back on the plate just prior to that. So Will Smith could have been the ultimate GOAT in this situation.
That's crazy.
The GOAT in a bad way. Ultimate person you blame.
So he needs to be holding the ball while his foot is on the plate, right?
Instead, we play on. And then we have this. Clement's going to take this pitch a long way. Outfield was in due to the fact that, hey, a single wins the game, so you want to try to take that away. So Clement's going to kind of, a nice piece of hitting, hit it over their heads. And this is one of those interesting situations where, for the outfielders in a regular season game, you just call it. I got it. Okay, I'll let that player make the play. But it's the World Series. It's the 9th inning. Everything is so loud. There's no way you can communicate with each other. And what's interesting as well is the center fielder, Pegas, he just came in as a defensive replacement. So legitimately, this
are they going to crash into each other?
Defensive replacement. I think just because he has a big arm. It was actually one at bat prior, but because he has a big arm and they wanted to potentially have him gun down a runner at the plate. But watch him kind of just run over his teammate,
Whoa.
make sure he gets the baseball. And hey, for
Those things happen? Dude, he actually crashed into him. And by the way, the football players have headphones in their helmets now, right? Do you think that could happen to baseball? I don't know. They're wearing caps, but you could still use AirPods. Sponsored by Apple, you know? Oh, we're not far from that.
at the plate, but watch him kind of just run over his teammate, make sure he gets the baseball. And hey, for Kike Hernandez, the guy who got run over,
that's
I'm
out,
sure
right?
he's like, I don't mind it because you caught the baseball. If you didn't catch the baseball, he'd probably be upset. But when you catch the baseball in a situation like this, everything's good. So now let's head to.
So you're telling me they only needed 1 point, one single, and they kept holding them back, right? That's what I'm understanding. In fact, I think I should watch. I think I should watch a baseball rules video before going into these. I thought this would. Sorry, why am I coughing? I thought this was gonna be like it is an explanatory video, but explanational video, educational video. I thought it was gonna be educational.
The 11th. So actually, the Dodgers had bases loaded with one
It
out.
is
in
educational,
the,
though.
The 10th, they weren't able to score. But now here in the 11th, it's Will Smith, the guy who nearly.
Dude, how is his leg doing that? Dude, how is his leg doing that? That's insane. Do you guys prefer full screen? Let me know in the comments.
Loaded with one out in the 10th, they weren't able to score. But now here in the 11th, it's Will Smith, the guy who nearly made the mistake that cost them the World Series in the 9th. I paused it right here because you see this pitch location. I mean, this is not where you want to pitch Will Smith, and watch what he's gonna do. He drives this one a very long way. Kind of one of those obvious right off the bat home runs, and just like that, the Blue Jays now have to answer down a run in the 11th inning, and it's Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the guy you'd want up, their guy all throughout this season. It's Yamamoto is still pitching for the Dodgers here. It's a full count, and you kind of just feel like, with due to some pinch running, you don't necessarily have the best guys at the plate behind him right now. You kind of just feel like for Guerrero, if the Blue Jays are going to have a chance, he's going to have to at least get on base, and he's going to do what he has done all season long. Watch him deliver not an easy pitch to hit, but he turns on
That's
it,
crazy.
keeps it fair, and gets to second base standing. All of a sudden, you got a runner on second. The Blue Jays bunt him to third. The Dodgers walk a batter to get runners at the corners, one away, and it's now 0-2 for Kirk, who's had a great season for the Blue Jays. They're not here without him, and you're in a situation where a fly ball and you're tied up, and with all the disaster that has happened these past couple innings, you're right back where you started. You definitely could have considered taking out Yamamoto at this point. He's at 33 pitches. The Dodgers still have their closer in the game, as in he hasn't pitched yet. They could still use him if they want to. They decide not to do that. They trust their guy who pitched just yesterday. And watch as this is a broken bat. Just little tap. And right here,
that also happens. A broken bat, of course, man. You're pitching at 90 miles per hour speeds. Of course, you're gonna break a bat.
and watch as this is a broken bat. Just
Still
little
counts.
tap, and right here you see, I mean, I honestly think for Mookie Betts, if this ball is just a little bit further, it's not hit hard enough. I think that if he has to flip it to second and then they have to throw to first, I don't think they're getting a double play here. I think the run scores and you survive the inning, but because it's close enough to the bag, Mookie Betts is able to get over, step on the bag, fire it to first, and win the World Series in what will go down as one of the greatest World Series games of all time, and also one of the most heartbreaking losses of all time. It was an incredible season for the Toronto Blue Jays, but ultimately, even the Toronto Maple Leafs couldn't have come up with a more devastating Game 7 loss than this, and the Dodgers back-to-back champions. That's baseball for you. But unbelievably crazy, ending one of the most all-time sporting events you'll ever see. That's what I think. Let me know your thoughts of this crazy game in the comments below. I'll mention at the end of the video, thanks for making it this far. I do have a movie channel. If you want to hear my thoughts on movies, check that out. The link is in the description below.
So do I.
Make sure you hit subscribe on this channel and all that good stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.
Okay, so this is Dodgers versus Blue Jays. So this is my second or third video on MLB. I'm trying to learn, trying to get into the sport, and I am. You may notice I am kind of lost when I'm finding these videos. So you can leave a comment, or you can even go to Buy Me Coffee and request a video to help me out with where I should start. I do have a video lined up, which is I think baseball rules. Somebody showed me or sent me that. I need to find the comment again, but that looks like it was absolutely insane. It felt like the improbable happened, and that broken bat at the end kind of feels like a metaphor. It could have been something special, but it broke at the very last second. It could have gone any other way, but dang, a broken bat, man. He's out of luck with that one, because it could have gone even stronger, as he mentioned in the game. If he had hit a little bit stronger, it could have defined. It could have gone differently. Anyways, if any of these videos get blocked, blurred, or cut, you can watch the uncut, unblurred, and unaltered version, the full reaction, no interruptions, on Patreon or Buy Me Coffee for free, unless it is a full match or a movie or a show or something like that. Then yeah, it goes behind the paywall. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what I should react to next. See you soon. Bye bye.